So now that we've got that spacing in there, it's time to start making this navigation. So what I want to do before we begin though is I want to recover links or discuss links. So we've made links up here to additional style sheets and pre-connections and all these different things. But what we're going to do next is make a link to another page. This is important because they're different. They're very different because you have a link, which is linking you to another file that has a relationship of some sort, like a style sheet or a pre-connection or a JavaScript. And then you have links that we click on that are actually hyperlinks, and they're known not as links in the HTML world, but as anchor tags. And they're anchoring a link to something. And then when you click on that object or that piece of text, the anchor then sends you to where the hyperlink links to. So I want to show this. I want to show this for some text, and then I want to show it for an image before we go start making links to other pages within our website. So inside the article, I've got this is the article inside the main area, hold the general information, blah, 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 and delete all that. I'm going to go ahead and just type the words click here to access Google. Okay. And I want just that text to be able to link me to google.com. So this is the text that I want to show up as a link. I want them to be able to click any of these 5 words, the click here to access Google, and it will take them to Google. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and contain this text inside of an anchor tag to say, all right, the anchor begins before this text and then it ends after this text so that everything inside of it is the clickable link. So to do this, I'm going to go before this text. I'm actually going to hit enter so you can see it without the article around it. And I'm going to put an A tag. You'll see that the second I open an A tag, it then closes the A tag because it says, oh, you're making a link or an anchor. Great. This is definitely a container tag. It has to contain things. So here's the closing. When you do this, the couple of tips, you can either take this text and cut and paste it into here. You can delete this and retype it at the end, whatever you want to do. But what's actually really cool, and I don't know if you know this, but you can go ahead and select the text, and then you can physically click on the text and drag, and you'll get a little cursor line where you can drop it and let go. And that actually works in other programs too, like Word and online and stuff. So you can move that tag to the end. So now you'll see that this is now an anchor tag. It's opening it before the text and closing after the text, but I haven't told the computer where the anchor takes them. Where does the link actually take someone? So we need to specify where it goes. Just like with an image tag, we need to specify where to find the image. This always occurs in your parent tag, the opening parent tag, never in the closing. So I'm going to go ahead and click inside of the A tag before the close bracket, click the space bar, and we're doing a hyperlink reference, also known as an href. And we've done hrefs before. You can see them up here. They're also an attribute of the link tag, and they're just a hyperlink reference to where we're going. So we're going to do an equal sign, open quotation marks, and you can see it's allowing me to link to other files inside of my current notes. But what we're going to do is link to google.com. So we're going to put http://www.google.com. All right. Now it's time to test this out. Well, a couple things. One, you can see up here, it says click to access Google now, which is really great. It's become a link. It's actually stylized it too with blue and underline and all those kinds of things. And if you click it, you'll see that it turns into a link that has already been accessed or has already been used, but it doesn't actually take us to Google. So what we're going to do is we're going to go save all of this, and we are going to actually open up our File Explorer window on our computer. And we're going to go into our folder, in the Notes website, and open up this index.html in a web browser. Now, yours may be defaulting to like Internet Explorer, so if you want to go to Chrome, you can right-click it and open with Chrome. You can also set your default browser really quickly by going to the search bar on the bottom left of your computer, and I highly suggest everyone does this. If you're not wanting to have this, you're going to search the words default apps, which it's doing on my other screen because that's my default screen. But you can literally just start typing default, there it goes, default apps, and open that up. And in this default app screen, scroll all the way to the bottom and change your web browser from Edge or Internet Explorer to Google Chrome. So that way, no matter what you do, it's automatically defaulting to opening in Google Chrome. So then I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and you'll see that you have your website and what it's going to look like inside a browser rather than this preview version in Dreamweaver, which is pretty cool. And if you didn't save the Dreamweaver, if you have an asterisk here, you're probably not seeing the most up-to-date piece of information for your notes website when you're looking at it on the browser here. So you have to save it. And then if anytime you make a change, you can always refresh it here and it reloads the page. But what's cool is I can now hit click here to access Google and it will take me to Google. Check, just worked, yay! Of course, it makes me navigate away from my website, but it is taking me to Google. And this is actually how links can be really misleading, because what if I made it go to like Yahoo? Okay, so even though it says click here to access Google, it's now accessing Yahoo. So I can save this. I can go File, Save All, go back to the web, my browser, see my version here. I'm going to refresh it because I want the changes to reload. So I'm going to reload the page. But you can see here that when you hover over this in the bottom left of your screen, so watch down here real quick, watch down here. When I hover over it, it tells me where I'm going to go. So this is how people get you to, one, be Rickrolled if you've ever been Rickrolled, but two, also to make you access things that look like you're going to access something, but really it's something else. Because if I click this, it'll take me to Yahoo. So really, really simple way to know where you're going is to watch your screen and pay attention. But that's how we can make a link on a piece of text. Next, we're going to make a link on an image.